Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on 10 games in Fanatical's signature collection of June 2026. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using the links in the description below, you'll gain access to this bundle and support the channel in the process. Before I begin, I'd like to thank you the viewers for watching my videos. I hope they're helpful. Most importantly, knowing that you're watching it means the world. Anyway, let's get into this. And number 1 we have Predator Hunting Grounds Yautja Edition. An asymmetrical multiplayer shooter where you either stalk as the Predator or fight to survive as part of the 4-person fire team. Each match becomes a tense battle of wits, hunt or be hunted. As the fire team, you complete objectives while trying not to become alien prey. As the Predator, you unleash brutal alien weaponry like the plasma caster and combi stick to strike from the trees. You will notice right away how authentic the game feels to the movies, from the sound design to the music and the iconic clicks of the Predator. The atmosphere is incredible, especially during chaotic firefights when mudcake soldiers are scrambling to get to the chopper. The crossplay system means you can match with players across platforms, but it is also where the issues appear. Long queue times for Predator, occasional bugs, and lopsided matchmaking that can pit you against players far above your level. There's undeniable fun here when you're with friends. The tension, the teamwork, and the thrill of outsmarting the hunter, or being it, really shine. But solo play gets repetitive quickly, and you'll feel the lack of meaningful updates on your content. Still, customization options for both Predator and Fireteam are deep enough to keep you experimenting. If you're a fan of the franchise or love asymmetrical PvP games, you'll find moments of greatness. Grab it in this bundle, play with friends, and enjoy the hunt while it lasts. The Yautja Edition is the ultimate fan bundle for the asymmetrical multiplayer shooter. It includes the base game alongside a massive collection of 15 playable Predator classes, character bundles, and custom weaponry. And number 2 we have Kebab Chef's Restaurant Simulator, a chaotic and highly engaging co-op management game that thrusts you directly into the intense, grease-splattered world of professional culinary service. This simulator allows you to design your dream restaurant from the ground up, filling it with custom decor and specialized kitchen equipment to satisfy a growing crowd of hungry patrons. The core gameplay loop centers on your ability to juggle diverse tasks. You're not just cooking, you're sourcing ingredients, meticulously prepping meat and vegetables, and masterfully managing your grill to achieve perfection. As you expand your repertoire, you unlock a wide variety of global recipes, ranging from complex main courses to delicate desserts. You must carefully curate your menu and keep your workspace organized, as every decision directly impacts your income and your restaurant's reputation. What makes this experience truly stand out is a social element. Supporting up to 4 players, the game shines when you coordinate with friends to handle the lunch rush. Whether you're delegating cooking duties, plating orders, or cleaning up the inevitable mess, the physics-based interactions keep the atmosphere lively and often hilarious. While the progression can occasionally feel repetitive, the satisfaction of scaling from a humble street-side stall to the town's most popular kebab destination is incredibly rewarding. If you enjoy deep simulation mechanics paired with the lighthearted chaos of cooperative play, you'll find Kebab Chefs to be a delightfully flavorful addition to your gaming library. And number 3 we have Stygian Outer Gods, a third-person survival horror game that masterfully captures the essence of cosmic dread. You are thrust into a treacherous journey across the archipelago of the Outer Gods. The gameplay demands that you fight, sneak, and solve intricate puzzles to survive these terrifying encounters. The atmosphere is oppressive, pulling you into a world defined by its commitment to Lovecraftian themes. You'll find that resource management is critical. You must carefully decide when to engage threats and when to flee, as death is frequently lurking in the shadows. The environment itself feels like an enemy, with each location telling you its own disturbing story of decay and hidden madness. The experience forces you to confront the unknown while navigating a narrative where every decision carries significant weight. If you enjoy psychological tension and survival mechanics, this game will test your mettle as you attempt to uncover the secrets of the Outer Gods. The combat feels desperate and high stakes, ensuring that you never truly feel safe or powerful. By the time you reach the end, the haunting visuals and immersive sound design will likely leave a lasting impression on your psyche. For fans of cosmic horror, this game provides an essential chilling experience that you absolutely should not miss out on. It is an unsettling adventure that challenges your resolve, rewarding your persistence with deep, dark mysteries that linger long after you finally put down the controller and step away from the dark, dangerous, and incredibly eerie world the developers have crafted for you. At number 4 we have Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, a highly approachable RPG that appeals to both seasoned players and newcomers alike. An interdimensional rift has torn open, unleashing an overwhelming terror upon the realm. Despite valiant efforts by various nations to repel the enemy, victory remains elusive. Now, an opportunity arises for you to quell this menace, yet the path to success is far from straightforward. Your actions will initiate a cascading sequence of events, forever altering both your destiny and the world at large. This game distinguishes itself as an accessible RPG title by progressively introducing diverse game systems, sparing players from an overwhelming information overload. Embracing a more traditional RPG style, it offers a gradual, immersive experience, affording ample time to absorb crucial details and make informed decisions for your adventurous journey. With the ability to tailor your own character to suit your playstyle and an impressive selection of 25 classes, 12 character races, and over 1,000 spells, feats, and abilities, the game provides a wealth of choices for customization. Moreover, its user interface stands out for its clarity and logical design compared to many peers within the genre. The game's dark tone masterfully aligns with the world's lore, where hope seems like a fading memory. It further enhances accessibility by allowing players to opt for either turn-based or real-time combat, permitting strategic adaptability in various combat scenarios. The combat itself maintains a faster pace, a notable contrast to the more gradual adventuring aspect. The alchemy system adds depth to the crafting mechanics. Notably, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous boasts exceptional voice acting, a rarity in classic RPGs. While the story could have been further refined, it remains adequate enough to drive players forward. The game embraces the hallmark of a good RPG by offering meaningful dialogue choices that significantly impact the game's progression and narrative. These choices often navigate morally ambiguous territory, transcending the conventional notion of good versus evil. Aligning with apparent antagonists to advance one's own agenda can lead to numerous compelling outcomes. In conclusion, this game's outstanding accessibility features and commendable pacing make it equally enjoyable for newcomers and seasoned veterans. With its wealth of choices, engaging combat mechanics, and impactful decision-making, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous is a compelling RPG experience. At number 5 we have The Thaumaturge, a story-rich tactical RPG set in pre-World War I Russia, blending occult mystery with turn-based combat and investigative gameplay. You step into the boots of Victor, a gifted thaumaturge, who communicates with spirits to solve a personal mystery wrapped in historical upheaval. The game hooks you with its unique setting and psychic detective work. But be warned, it starts slowly and expects patience as you unravel its dense, lore-heavy world. You'll spend a lot of time investigating, reading emotions tied to objects, speaking to locals, and piecing together clues in morally grey situations. The narrative lets you lean into Victor's sin of pride, which affects dialogue choices and adds a subtle role-playing element. Combat, while turn-based, becomes more tactical once you harness your spirit allies called Saluters, who offer powers like madness infliction or HP leeching. Early fights can drag, but once you understand timing and ability synergy, the system gets rewarding and surprisingly challenging. The world is not open, but it feels large enough. You move between atmospheric districts of Warsaw by cart or subway, and while exploration is not groundbreaking, the historical cameos and spiritual mechanics give it edge. The visuals are striking, though some character models feel a bit stiff, and the forgettable music rarely detracts, but never impresses. If you love story-driven RPGs with occult flair, deep world building, and methodical combat, this is one you'll want to explore. At number 6 we have Kotama, an Academy Citadel, a vibrant anime-inspired Metroidvania that drops you into the sprawling sci-fi world of Carmel Academy. As a mysterious transfer student, you aim to secure the prestigious title of Carmel Star, a goal that requires you to navigate a labyrinthine campus, overcoming challenging bosses, and unravel centuries-old conspiracies. Visually, the game is a standout. You'll encounter highly detailed animated character portraits that bring a unique life to the school's inhabitants. The combat is similarly polished. It feels fluid and responsive, offering a satisfying blend of parries, agile strikes, and special abilities that make you feel powerful in the heat of battle. Exploration is generally rewarding, supported by a helpful detailed map system that marks points of interest and encourages you to backtrack for hidden secrets. However, the experience is not without its flaws. The narrative often feels disjointed, with much of the lore buried in codex notes rather than integrated into the main plot. You might find the storytelling confusing, as it often lacks context or clear explanations for why you're undertaking specific trials. Furthermore, while the time travel mechanic is an ambitious addition, it remains underexplained, leaving you to stumble through solutions by trial and error. Platforming, while serviceable, can occasionally feel frustrating due to precision requirements that clash with the game's slightly heavy movement. Despite these inconsistencies, if you're looking for a stylish, action-packed indie title to sink time into, it offers a compelling, albeit imperfect, journey. At number 7 we have Coffee Talk Tokyo, a cozy visual novel that places you behind the counter of an old-school cafe, tasked with serving drinks to a diverse cast of characters over 15 night shifts. If you enjoy atmospheric, low-stakes experiences, you'll find comfort in the lo-fi music, rain-swept visuals, and deeply heartfelt storytelling that defines this series. The game shines through its narrative, focusing on a colorful cast from a retired salaryman to a pop superstar, inspired by Japanese mythology. You'll listen to their woes, advice, and struggles, creating a genuine connection as their intertwined lives unfold. However, if you're looking for deep gameplay, you might be disappointed. Interaction is minimal. You essentially witness conversations rather than actively shaping them. While you must occasionally brew drinks based on customer requests, the instructions can be vague, often leaving you to guess recipes without clear clues. Failing to deliver the correct drinks rarely impacts the narrative, making the coffee-making aspect feel like a secondary, sometimes frustrating chore. Despite marketing suggesting that your choices impact the outcome, you'll find that you have very little agency beyond delivering drinks. This lack of interaction makes the experience feel more like a passive storybook than a game. Coffee Talk Tokyo is a beautiful, evocative experience that excels at world building and character design. While the gameplay is undeniably thin and perhaps a bit boring for those craving more engagement, you'll likely walk away appreciating the poignant, heartwarming stories shared within the shop's walls. At number 8 we have Lone Fungus, Melody of Spores, a heartfelt Metroidvania that invites you to embody a brave little mushroom and an epic quest through a vibrant, interconnected world. Serving as a prequel to the original, this game blends retro 16-bit aesthetics with modern gameplay sensibilities, aiming to satisfy both fans of classic exploration and those seeking a fresh challenge. At its core, the game revolves around fluid 8-directional whip combat inspired by classics like Super Castlevania IV. You'll traverse diverse, colorful biomes, uncovering secrets and ancient mysteries while utilizing a variety of sub-weapons and tools. The movement is particularly noteworthy, offering tight responsive controls that echo the precision of Celeste. For players who crave a test of skill, the game features optional complex parkour gauntlets that allow you to push your platforming abilities to the limit. While the story is a functional backdrop to your adventure, the true draw is a sense of curiosity the world encourages. You're rewarded for exploration with powerful upgrades and relics that let you customize your playstyle. Whether you're a casual player looking to enjoy the journey via adjustable difficulty and accessibility settings, or a hardcore enthusiast chasing 100% completion, the game provides a balanced experience. Despite some debate regarding its narrative depth and the sheer density of its itemization, Melody of Spores stands out as a polished, charming adventure that celebrates the joy of discovery and the satisfaction of mastering precise, rhythmic movement in a beautifully crafted world. At number 9 we have Pluto, a roguelike deck builder that casts you as a wizard trapped in prison, tasked with fighting a way out through turn-based combat. This game immediately distinguishes itself with a striking grungy aesthetic. The hand-drawn dark fantasy art style is unsettlingly captivating, evoking a sense of dread that is complemented by a mysterious and melancholy musical score. The core gameplay centers on a unique spellcasting system where you assign cards to your fingers. Different spells require varying amounts of space on your hand, ranging from single digits to an entire palm. You must also manage elemental attributes, arcane sigils, and various modifiers like curses and rings to survive. While the wizard vision mechanic provides helpful predictions for upcoming rounds, the overall complexity of these systems can quickly become overwhelming. Unfortunately, this complexity often feels like a barrier rather than a feature. You may find the mechanics unnecessarily dense, turning what should be an engaging strategy session into a chore. The game suffers from balance issues, confusing UI elements, and technical hiccups, such as persistent glitches and unresponsive tutorials. Despite having 8 playable wizards with unique traits, remembering specific attributes during battle is difficult due to a lack of accessible information. If the game played as well as it looked, it would have been a standout hit. However, in its current state, the experience feels like a frustrating mental lift that fails to deliver on the promises of its intriguing, grotesque premise. And number 10 we have Mr. Sleepy Man, a dreamy 3D platformer that functions as an interactive, unapologetic lucid dream. Stepping into the vibrant, bizarre world of Bedtime Town, you're immediately struck by a unique cartoonish art style featuring odd character designs like Tiffy. It is a visual experience unlike anything else, effectively capturing the surreal atmosphere of a fever dream. The game thrives on total freedom. Much like Untitled Goose Game, you're dropped into a world with very little direction, tasked simply with causing absolute mayhem. While the lack of an explicit narrative premise might initially puzzle you, leaving you wondering why you're wreaking havoc, the experience clicks once you realize the game is intentionally designed to be a sandbox for chaos. You're not here for a deep, lore-heavy story. You're here to explore, hunt for hundreds of collectibles, and mess with the inhabitants of Bedtime Town. The NPCs add significant life to this, as they remember your misdeeds, like stealing donuts or snatching cash registers, and may even put out wanted posters featuring your face. This reactive world makes your antics far more entertaining. Furthermore, the soundtrack, composed by Santi, is a fantastic highlight. The 2000s alternative rock vibes are infectious, providing the perfect energetic backdrop for your adventure. With its retro aesthetic paying homage to N64-era platformers and its commitment to pure chaotic fun, Mr. Sleepy Man stands as a memorable title that encourages you to stop overthinking and just enjoy the delightfully weird ride. And that's all for this bundle. This bundle is a mixed bag for your backlog. While it packs heavy hitters like Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, and the Thaumaturge, the value proposition really depends on what you've already snagged in previous sales. If you're missing these gems, it's a solid pickup to level up your library. However, if you're a veteran collector, you might want to wait for a deeper discount. Check your wishlist, don't let the hype trap your wallet. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and maybe consider buying the channel a coffee. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.